Hello viewers and welcome to more action on WRC. Again, another GoPro onboard cockpit cam video, and this time we're back to Chile. I've run this rally before, but I did enjoy it. I wanted to run it again, but faster and harder than before. I do turn on my headlights after about 30 seconds just because I realised that the shadow of the sun going down was slightly darker than I expected it, and realised it might not be so bright for you guys on camera as well, and that helps a lot. Thoroughly enjoyed this run. I'm going to come back at the end of the run for a little bit of chat, but for now I'm going to leave you to the action.
30, right 3, 50. Right 4 cut into left 4 medium. Into right 4, don't cut, over bump. And jump into left 4, into right 4, over crest, brake. My hairpin left into flat right. Into left 4, over crest, 30, jump. Into right 6, over crest, medium, tightens. And crest into left 6, long, tightens, bumping. And flat right over crest, keep middle, 80. Right 3, long, 50. Left 6, medium, tightens 5 into right 5, bumping. Into left 6 over crest, long, tightens 3. And left 6 over crest into flat right. And left 6 into right 5, short, bumping. And left 6 short into right 5 over crest, 30, bumping. Right 6 tightens 3, long, into crest, keep middle, 300, bumping. Caution, bumpy flat left, 200. Caution, hard brake, left 2 open, into right 2 short, don't cut, 30. Left 5 narrow, open long. Into flat right, big jump. And hard brake for square right at junction into flat left. And right 5, bumpy. And left 5 short into right 3 short, 30. And flat right, very long, tightens, bumpy. And left 5, 50, jump. And right 5 into left 4, arrows into flat right, bumpy, 50. Into flat left, very long, bumpy, 100. Left 4 and flat right, 100. Caution, hard brake for square left, arrows at junction. And square right, narrows and left 4. Into right 2 through gate, 200. Right 5 long through gate, tightens, 50. Hard brake for square left at junction, 50, bumping. Right 5, keep in, and left 5 short. And right 4 into crest. Into right 4, open, 30. Right 5 over crest into left 4. And bump, 30, left 3. And right 3 into flat left, 300. And flat right into crest, 80. Caution, left 4 tighten short into right 5 long, bumping. Full finish.
So again, great fun, really enjoyed the run. The car handling is intuitive at this stage. The throttle response is instant. The braking requires a lot of skill. I know people often say to me, slide the car. You can slide the car, but it does take a great deal of practice and skill to actually make that happen. And I think at the moment what I'm doing is just going as fast as I can with the techniques that I have at present. I think if you're working a lot more at the wheel, you can get the car to use the weight transfer a lot more and slide you into those corners and find a lot more speed. So I really look forward to seeing what the top esport players can do, because no doubt they'll be working very hard at the wheel to get the most out of it, and it's impressive to watch them in action. But either way, I hope that you're enjoying seeing some of the intensity of the cockpit cam videos. The shaking around is merely from the force feedback from the wheel. I tend to use quite a low level of force feedback, and I had a conversation recently I've had a few conversations about feedback. People often ask me about force feedback, and I often say to people, well, you really can't know until the game's actually released. A lot of what you see is being improved all the time, and no doubt even when you get an improved version, there's a day one patch, and that can change things as well. So there's always improvements to be made there. In terms of what you like in force feedback, just to outline that force feedback and physics are not the same thing. People tend to get the two confused. I think in terms of force feedback as well, it depends what your reference is. Now, 99.99% of the time, your reference isn't a real rally car on the edge. Your reference is another sim or a game you like. That doesn't mean that game or that sim is correct. It just means that you like it and it feels natural. And I think that's it. It's about finding a natural feeling that works. And that's why I often talk about intuitive handling, because it means that the handling is working in a way that I understand. So if something happens to the car, I know what went wrong there. I feel what was going wrong with the car. The game was giving me the appropriate information to make the decision to change that. Now, some of these runs I'm not completely on the limit, because to be completely on the limit would require months of practice. But I am trying to give you guys a little bit of insight into the intensity of the driving, and at least you can see that it can be raced and enjoyed in that sense. And I really look forward to the final builds and more time on it, where I can sort of work the car, work the wheel more, and really improve my skills on the game, as well as seeing some of the esport players put it through its paces. But that's it from me for now. I hope you've enjoyed this coverage on WRC8. I hope you've enjoyed the GoPro videos. We've got some direct feed to come, and there'll be some probably intensive new detailed videos coming around Gamescom, and I expect we'll see a new build at Gamescom, and we'll see some new features in the game, and then quite a lot of build up between then and launch in early September. So there's a lot to look forward to in terms of coverage, and I'll be streaming the game as well. So expect lots of live streams. I don't know if they're going to be on YouTube or Twitch, but we'll see nearer the time. But that's it from me for now. Hope you've enjoyed this coverage, and there'll be more from me very soon. Hello viewers, well thanks for watching the video today. Do like and subscribe, it supports what we do. Do become a YouTube member. YouTube Patreon supports all of our content you see on the channel, and of course lots of gaming from retro to modern games. I love it all in terms of racing action. So click on one of the two videos just there to find out more.